If you Google search on how to get to financial freedom, you'll see a few common steps. First, set goals. Second, set aside emergency cash. And third, pay off your debts. Now these are baby steps, they are correct. I'm not disputing on it, but they do not propel you towards financial freedom. To get to financial freedom, you need $1 million, you need $2 million. These simple steps are good, but they are not the real steps that get you there. Today I'm going to share with you exactly in 8 powerful steps how to get to financial freedom. If this topic interests you, continue watching on. Hi guys, welcome back. Now this is a very different video because all of these 8 habits is really targeted towards propelling you to have enough for financial freedom. That number is definitely in the $1 million zone. It shouldn't be like a couple of $100,000 whereby you barely have enough cash flow from that investment to lead a decent life. In my opinion, financial freedom is for everybody. Anybody that follows these 8 powerful steps, 8 powerful habits, have a very decent chance in getting to that. It starts off with this habit. You need to start talking about financial freedom with a lot more people. Why? Because when you find like-minded people, you are on a journey together. You have a companion to pace yourself. Imagine this. When it comes to Olympics, when they run around the track, there's always someone that's pacing them. And there's always a big group of people running and sticking close together with the pacer. That's because when you have companion, you are able to push yourself harder, you're able to stay focused a lot better. So the first habit you need to take note is to talk about getting to financial freedom more freely, people. Pin it up on your board, pin it up on your fridge. Let your family members know you are geared, you're focused on getting to that destination. And a further tip to add, you should have certain timelines to it, have certain milestones that are really things that you want to achieve. For example, you want to reach 100,000 by age of 30. You want to reach $1 million by age of 50. Pin it up, make it transparent, known to everybody so that they hold you accountable. So that's the first habit to take note. The second habit is spending time to build your income for the long term. Now, if you go to food courts, what do you see? You see people on their phones. They are watching drama, they are watching NBA. They're not really talking to their friends or their colleagues or anyone around them. Now, if you're serious about financial freedom, you have to do this. You have to start networking a little bit better. You have to talk to your bosses. You have to be comfortable with them. You have to talk to your friends, your colleagues, because at the end of the day, these are little small baby steps that help you get promoted to reach financial freedom with a higher level of income. That's the truth. If you're isolated, people don't like you, and all you know is the NBA and the Korean drama. But if you're someone that everybody loves, guess who is going to be promoted? And guess who has the higher income that can get to investing more money in themselves? And not only that, I have a story to share with you. I have a friend who is in a technology firm who is very successful. And yet in his busy schedule, he still entertains recruiters. Why? Because he wants to give them a chance to pitch to him actually, any potential regional post or global post, because he's looking to always promote himself. That is smart. Wow. That is thinking how to build your income for a long term so you can get to financial freedom. So this is a very important step. Spend time on building your income. The third habit is to look to save and invest your money the moment it comes in. Now, if you have a $10,000 salary, look to save $5,000. If you have only a $2,000 starting graduate salary, look to save $1,000. Save 50%. Try to make your money's work harder. And this is an adaptation of pay yourself first. A very important principle. Money come in, pay yourself first, get it invested and moved out. In addition, I have a very important statistic to show you. If you are investing $5,000 at only a measly 1% interest rate for 20 years, and I'm investing only $1,000 but at 5% interest rate for 20 years, guess who has more at the end of the day? The answer is you, and it's not even close. At the end of 20 years, I only have $411,000, but you have $1.33 million. Wow. That goes to show you, people exaggerate how important rate of return from your investment is, but it's not the case. The real difference is actually how much you have actually been saving up that really gets you to financial freedom. You can build that pot very quickly if you have the right income and right savings rate. 1% investment rate and 5% investment rate, the gap is still there even after 20 years. So that's a very important factor to consider. Try to bump up how much you can save up, try to bump up how much you get invested, and the main thing is to get it invested fast. That's a very important habit. Now, if you have benefited, smash a like so more people can see this video, and again, subscribe, join our family, become more financially savvy. This fourth point is something that I stress a lot in this channel. If you have seen this previous video, how much I spend in a month, you know that being frugal is a very important component, and this is the fourth point. Live below your means. Live below your means, be frugal. And being frugal is a decision that you can make consciously. If you have the ability to buy a Mercedes, you buy a Toyota. If you have the ability to buy Starbucks every day, you buy just a simple kopi peng from the food court. Little things, little choices in what you purchase actually amount a lot towards the end of the day. And how you spend on anything is really how you spend on everything. So keep that in mind. Be frugal and live below your means. The fifth habit is making a budget every single month. Now this has some relations to the previous point, which is being frugal. But making a budget is also a very important habit simply because of this. Imagine you are someone who buys kopi peng every day instead of going to Starbucks. You save up on that couple of dollars each day, which is good. But when it comes to making decisions such as going for holiday, you get tempted and you overspend on it. And what happens? Whatever savings that you squeezed out from each decision is being squandered away. You need to learn how to keep the monies a little bit better. And making a budget every month helps you in that. It prevents you from being tempted with big ticket items. It prevents you from overspending because it gives you certain guidelines as to what is comfortable. And with that guideline, you are a lot more prudent in what you spend. Now, we ran through 5 quick habits and I'd like to help you recap them. The first, you need to be spending more time talking about your financial freedom journey. The more you talk about it, the more focused you stay. The second, you need to be spending time to be networking and building your income up for the long term. The more income you have, the more income you build, the more you are able to save. The third, you need to be looking to pay yourself first. Look to get your monies invested quickly. The fourth is actually to be frugal, to be living below your means. And the fifth is to make a budget month in, month out. Now, these 5 points are very different from number 6 point, which is something that is seldom mentioned. And I'd like to share with you this, which is to be looking to negotiate for value. Have this habit. There are times whereby if you negotiate, you can save a lot of money. And typically, these are times where you buy big ticket items. If you're buying a house, it could be $500,000, $1 million. If you're doing renovations, it could be $50,000, $100,000. If you're buying a car, it could easily be $100,000. So again, when you negotiate very important moments, you can save 2%, 5% of that purchase value, which could equate to thousands of dollars saved. Wow! So negotiating for value is very important criteria, and to do that, usually you need to do a lot of research. So have this habit: when you make big ticket items, slow down, do a lot of research, and be willing to open your mouth, because each and every dollar you save there is going to be huge. And not only that, when it comes to negotiating, also apply to your career. Imagine you are at appraisal with your boss. Talk about be able to negotiate for pay raise, for promotion, because at the end of the day, when you get pay raise and promotions, you have more income. Again, it feeds on to having more monies that you can get saved and invested towards your financial journey. The 7th point is review your finances regularly. Now, in this journey towards financial freedom, it's not going to be 2 years or 5 years. It could be at least 15, 20 years in this journey itself. That's why there's bound to be changes, and every time there's change, what you set out originally may not be going to happen. For example, you wanted to reach 500,000 by age of 40. But in this journey, you had a new kid and you realized right now when you review, you're definitely not going to be on track. What needs to be tweaked? This is a big picture kind of thing. So reviewing your finances really helps you in that way. And the second thing to review is also your investment performance thus far. Back in this COVID-19 crisis in February and March, many people make mistakes in February and March period. They did not buy. Some of them even sold out at a loss. So if you look back at your overall investment performance, has it done as well as you thought? If you haven't, you have to be able to adjust your projections moving forward. Be realistic about it. And if you have any doubts, come to this family, put it down, or speak to a qualified advisor. The 8th habit to get to financial freedom is to take care of your health. Now, this is very important. As we all know, health is wealth. And if you look across the top CEOs of the world, Jack Dorsey, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, how many of them are obese? Look at those pictures over there. You realize that to be able to do well in your finances, in your goals, you have to be fit, you have to be healthy. That's why taking care of your health is a very fundamental way to get to financial freedom that cannot be replaced by any other means. And if you have time to watch TV, maybe you should spend that time going for a swim. Maybe you should spend the time playing with your friends, badminton or tennis, because not only does it help you stay fit, it helps you network and gets you more opportunities in life. With that, I'll end my presentation. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment sections. And again, if you haven't smash the like so that more people can see valuable content like this. With that, I'll sign off. Take care and goodbye.